This video we're going to talk about the optical fiber PED and drop inside this PED. Here you can see the PED is labeled. You can tell it's down an alleyway, and this PED will feed all the customers in this area. And as you open this up, you can see how this is terminated. They're pre-connectorized, so you have your feeder cable right here coming from your central office, and from there it does drop cables to the individual ONTs of this neighborhood. Each one is labeled. You can see that, and the label represents the street address of each individual customer. And that's the inside of an optical PED. Today, this video, we're going to talk about ONTs, optical network terminals. This is what the outside cover looks like. Here's what the inside looks like. Now, how this gets any type of power, it's fed from a power supply, this cable right here, that feeds the power to the ONT. It also gives a battery backup in case there is any type of power outage. Now, let's talk about the different types of connections. We have Ethernet 2 and an Ethernet 1 connector. Okay? One's going to feed your internet for your traffic, all your internet traffic, which is this one right here. The other one is for any type of TV service, IPTV. And that's what this connection is going to go to a switch, and that switch will then split up to as many set-top boxes that you might have for that service provider. You also have, this thing is capable of POT service, plain old telephone service, right here. Okay, you can have 2 telephone numbers or connections if this ONT allows for that. This customer has just one, so then they have a landline, but it's all connected via the ONT. The ONT takes the light signal from the fiber optics, and then it converts it into Ethernet traffic for the router, or Ethernet traffic for the set-top boxes, or plain old dial tone to the analog telephone sets in the house. This is the function of the optical network terminal. This video we're going to talk about the optical network terminal, which then feeds any type of set-top boxes. The IP signal from the Cat5 cable is going to come into here. This is a switch, a Ethernet switch, that's going to provide all the service and IP addressing to the set-top boxes. That's what this device does, and this is capable of 1 input and 8 outputs. Okay, this video we are going to talk about an IP set-top box. This manufacturer's called Amino, and here's the front. I'll turn around and we'll talk about the back. The back has a variety of different types of connections. Okay, the input from the switch that I showed you, the 8-port switch, will go into here. That's an Ethernet connection. It also has a USB drive for any type of upgrades and stuff like that you want to download firmware updates. It has 2 F connectors that if you want to feed another TV, an older version that just has analog service, you can do that through these devices. Down below has an HDMI cable plus a power port, and this is your component type of cable that goes into there, and that's what that looks like. Here's our input for our Ethernet. Here's our output here for our F connector to feed another TV. Here's our power cord that's going to feed the power for this set-top box, and then to feed this TV set right here, we're going to be using an HDMI cable. So I'll hook this all up and we'll show you what it looks like.